Local 5 News presents Remarkable Women. Hear the inspiring stories of 4 remarkable women of Northeast Wisconsin. Sponsored by Fox Valley Surgical Associates, Janssen Dental, and Sigmund Janssen. And now, your hosts, Tom Zalaski and Erin Davison.
I grew up as a volunteer, and I just learned early on that I had a gift I could give to others.
I don't even look at it as work. I just enjoy it. I'm helping others.
It gives you that, that you're helping somebody. It just gives you a relief. I've always been a believer in giving back, and in some ways I am giving back with my students.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us as we celebrate remarkable women in our community.
Over the last month, we've been introducing you to 4 women who are changing lives by giving back.
Now, tonight you are going to meet all 4 of those women. Here's how it all worked. The process started back in December when a team at Local 5 became part of a Remarkable Women Committee. Their task, to read more than 100 submissions written by family and friends and community members who nominated these amazing women in the community and told their stories about giving back. And then they narrowed down the list to 4 finalists.
First, we will meet Lori Schmitz, whose passion for helping others helps feed the hungry in her community.
On a quiet country road in rural Fond du Lac County sits the Holy Land Food Pantry.
Just want to check our dates.
That's where you'll find dedicated volunteer and board member Lori Schmitz.
We're a supplemental pantry. We provide food once a month. And if you're in an emergency, we can make food available for you more than that.
For 5 years, this pantry, started by a group of churches and concerned citizens, has cared for their neighbors in need.
Well, I want to tell everybody the need is impacting children more than we could even possibly imagine. So even our small pantry serves over 50 children every month.
Children and families who need food and staples to help stretch meager paychecks.
And if we can help with that, if we can help people have access to food so that they can buy the cough syrup that they might need or whatever other products in their house, tires to keep their cars going, then that's what we want to do.
This is the area of Calumet and Fond du Lac County served by the food pantry, an area known as the Holy Land. It's an idea that really took off in this rural community. Proof of that is the number of volunteers and donations that come in to the Holy Land Food Pantry.
The area of St. Cloud, St. Peter, St. Joe, our Holy Land area, Marytown, all these little communities, and the churches with it, and the philanthropic organizations, the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts, they're just behind us, 100%. If we are in need of something, all we have to do is ask.
That giving spirit really connects with Lori. Just ask her fellow volunteers.
Lori is always there, open arms, no matter if you're a client, a volunteer, someone dropping off to donate. Lori's front and center on almost every aspect of this organization.
And as the need continues, Lori says she'll be there to help.
I grew up as a volunteer, and I just learned early on that I had a gift I could give to others, and I wanted to give it.
While Lori couldn't be with us tonight, we brought in someone who works closely with her. Thank you for joining us tonight, Joanne Burris from the Holy Land Food Pantry.
Yes.
Tell us what Lori's meant to the pantry.
Well, as Diane had said, how she just is involved with every aspect of it, and as it has grown, we've gotten more volunteers. So if any of us have questions, we go to Lori, and she generally has the answers for us.
Since this story aired, what kind of reaction has there been focused on the Holy Land Food Pantry?
Well, I think you hear of it, some of it from Fond du Lac area, and then the rest out in the rural area. They're going, oh, we know her, we know who that is. So, but she generally will step back, and when the distribution day comes, that's a whole different set of volunteers generally, and there's at least 50 to 70 volunteers that we don't all see at once. It's just a little here and a little there.
It was really fun for us to learn about the Holy Land. I had never heard of it before.
Oh, you hadn't? It's
No.
a big thing.
It really is.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Joanne Burris. And coming up next, we'll meet Cindy Thompson, who's a caregiver for not only her own family, but the community. Welcome back. Next, we meet Cindy Thompson, who supports hundreds of caregivers throughout Northeast Wisconsin.
All the while caring for her own family members.
So you got a nice birthday card.
Whether it's sorting through the mail,
Hey, Dad, here you go.
or serving lunch, Cindy Thompson helps her 87-year-old father Elmer with the daily tasks of living.
And one of the important things to make sure that they can retain their dignity, like with the people that I care with, I always try to ask what's their opinion, and together we try to work out a solution rather than it just being me saying this is what you have to do.
Cindy retired early to care for a number of family members, and along the way helped to start a nonprofit based in Appleton called Family Caregivers Rock.
What we do is we support the health and wellness of family caregivers, and we do that through community projects, events, and we also grant wishes to family caregivers.
Those wishes range from paid medical bills to a girl's day out. Family Caregivers Rock supports caregivers in 22 counties in northeastern Wisconsin and counting. As the population ages in Wisconsin, more and more of us are acting as caregivers, offering unpaid care to family, oftentimes while juggling other responsibilities, such as a job. AARP Wisconsin estimates there are 580,000 unpaid family caregivers in Wisconsin who provide an estimated $6.9 billion worth of care. 60% also have full or part-time jobs.
And many times I hear from other caregivers stories that are just, their journeys are just so much more stressed than I have. And so I'm just thankful, and I guess with my blessings, I feel that I need to help them a little bit as much as I can, and it keeps me busy.
As board chair for Family Caregivers Rock, she does keep busy. Besides granting wishes, they've received grants to distribute their emergency key tags for caregivers.
It's a red vinyl house-shaped key tag, and what it says is, attention, I have someone at home who needs to be checked on.
And also helped to publish a book of caregiver stories called A Lonely Journey.
And there's a lot of good uplifting information in there, because the purpose is to uplift other caregivers and to actually help family, friends, co-workers, your managers to understand what a caregiver goes through on a daily basis.
Whether it's caring for family or supporting other caregivers, Cindy sees it all as a labor of love.
I don't even look at it as work. I just enjoy it. I'm helping others, and the response from other caregivers has just been amazing.
And Cindy Thompson is here. Cindy, what kind of reaction have you had since the airing of Aaron's story?
Oh, it's been really amazing. I mean, we've gotten caregivers contacting us to ask us about support that we give them, including applications for wishes that we grant. We have the key tag program, the alert key tag program, so we've been having people ask about that. When we had the interview with Aaron, we were serving 23 counties in Wisconsin. Now we had 7 more counties contact us, so they want to be part of that. So now we're up to 30 counties, so that's amazing. So they're distributing the alert key tags. And then we've even had people go to our website and make donations, which is very important.
Excellent. Now, when you started this, did you have any idea what it would turn into?
No.
How it has grown?
No, I had no idea, but I am so thankful for what the exposure that it's given to the nonprofit. It has meant so much.
Well, we're glad as well. Cindy Thompson, thank you so very much for being with us. We continue on. We're going to meet another amazing mother, Mickey Klein, who made it her mission to help other families after a loss in her own family.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What, sweetie? Okay, 1, I can do that. I teach kindergarten. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Welcome back. Next, we meet Mickey Klein,
who channeled her grief into a nonprofit that helps children facing illness.
She's smiling through all of it. I mean,
she was laughing.
Mickey Klein loves to share photos of her little daughter Mariah, but the heartbreak of 11 years ago is never far away.
I just thought, I just didn't want this to happen to her, and you just don't think it would happen to your family, and sometimes, you know, that's just not the case.
What happened when Mariah was just 2.5 years old was a diagnosis of diffuse intrinsic pontine glioma, or DPIG, an aggressive brain tumor that would claim her life in 16 months.
When they told us what it would do to her if it got bigger, that's when I got scared, and I just wanted everything just to go away. And crying on the way to the hospital, I felt bad. I just felt bad for her.
The terrible grief of losing her youngest daughter turned into a mission to help other families. A nonprofit named after her daughter called Raya's Rainbow, collecting arts and crafts to give to hospitalized children.
So whenever she was in the hospital, whenever she was feeling down, that's what we would do. We would color with her or craft with her or make projects. So when she passed away, we thought that more kids would like this. It's a way to distract them and their parents can talk to the doctors at the hospital without them worrying about their child.
The first big fundraiser for Rise Rainbow was a walk in Mariah's honor in 2010. It attracted dozens of families and media attention from Local 5 News.
Rise Rainbow is still going strong 9 years later, with motorcycle rides raising funds now instead of walks. Rise Rainbow helps children with pediatric cancer at 8 different hospitals around the country. Arts and crafts calming frightened children facing cancer, just as it did with Mariah years ago.
I know that Mariah was like that. If we even stepped foot into the hospital, she was already angry. She was already very nervous, and she would be crying, and as soon as I would, sit down and color with her or watch a movie or something, then she would calm down a little bit.
With her oldest daughter, Morgan, now 18, life goes on. And Mickey credits Rise Rainbow with helping her go on as well.
I think when you have something else on your mind besides the fact that your child is gone and not coming back, I think it just helps you to not get over her, because that's never going to happen. Every day I think about her. It helps you cope, I guess. It really does. And people can go different ways. I mean, people could just self-destruct as well. I decided not to do that.
And we are joined now by Mickey Klein. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Tell us about the reaction since the story ran.
It's been quite overwhelming. I'm so honored to be nominated. People have been calling and emailing me in regards to the nomination, and they're so proud of me, and that's an honor.
Because you've been doing Rise Rainbow now for quite a while.
10, 11 years almost, yeah.
A long time. And you have an event coming up for Rise Rainbow, I know.
I do, in August. My daughter's birthday, actually. My older daughter. And yeah, it's a motorcycle ride that we do every year. We're in our 9th year.
And you can find Rise Rainbow on Facebook in case you want to go and take advantage of the services or donate.
Absolutely, absolutely. There's a link on there that lets us know what you want to donate and to call. So.
And what's your idea for the future of Rise Rainbow? What do you want to do in the future?
Just the way it is right now. I like it. I absolutely love the exposure that I'm getting for Rise Rainbow, and the word gets out. I think more hospitals need this. I think parents need this. It's a way to distract the children.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being with us, Mickey.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And still to come, our 4th and final remarkable woman who not only teaches but gives back to women in need through handbags.
Welcome back. Finally, we meet Kathy Kurowski,
a kindergarten teacher who gives other women hope through donated handbags.
Oh my goodness, it looks like there's some more people that are going to get on this ride.
It's story time for these kindergartners at Cormier Early Learning Center.
Oh my gosh, look at, they're all piled up now.
And longtime teacher Kathy Kurowski has all eyes on her.
I just really love kids. I've only ever taught kindergarten, and I just love that age group.
That love has kept her teaching for 27 years, leaving an impression on hundreds and hundreds of students.
I want to instill the love of learning and have them view themselves as readers and writers and lifelong learners.
You might think that after a long day of teaching, Kathy goes home to a well-deserved rest. But that's when another effort to help others begins, a charity called Handbags for Hope.
We'll have toothpaste, a toothbrush.
Donated handbags filled with beauty and hygiene items, all tagged with a distinctive Forget-Me-Not logo. It's a fundraising effort started by Kathy and a couple of her fellow teachers.
We saw a post on social media about always having a handbag in your car filled with sanitary items. So it was always there to give to a woman in need or a homeless woman. And we thought about that, and we know that there are homeless women in Green Bay, but they're not as visible, as they might be in Seattle or Chicago or other major cities.
Handbags for Hope donates to shelters, mission trips, programs for women in need, any place they can fill a need. And where do you get all these handbags?
People donate them. We have yet to buy a purse. We started in February of 2016, and we're pretty much calculated at about 2,500 purses in 8 states. So it's been remarkable.
Remarkable indeed. One reason her husband Jeff nominated her as a remarkable woman.
I love the fact they've involved so many people from, they have dance teams that have collections, they have Girl Scout troops that have collections for them, and it's just really kind of branched and networked to involve so many people. Well, I was joking with her because I won a radio contest back in the 90s writing about her. We won this, so I had to come back in 20 years and do it again.
Grandpa Dan was standing, tapping.
Kurowski joins us right now. I bet you Jeff gets some brownie points for this nomination.
Yes, he does.
You're done good, Jeff. Kathy, what has been the response since your story aired?
Really sweet stories. Yesterday I had a work morning and at school and then parent-teacher conferences, and somewhere I was in the building and missed this, but an older couple came in and she wanted to donate a purse that she had macrameed in college. So thank you for donating that. I did miss the couple. Another lady came to my house today and donated a special purse that belonged to her mom. Her mom had passed and she really wanted us to have it. So the outpouring is just, the stories are just so sweet.
What's the reaction you get when you give a person to a person or to an organization?
People are so thankful. Sometimes we've given out purses at Paul's Pantry where you can get your food needs met, but not necessarily your hygiene needs. We've given out purses at Street Lights, a program that has block parties at Whitney Park, and sometimes I'm giving purses to kids, girls, who are receiving their very first purse ever, and that's pretty special.
Well, Kathy, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
Thanks for having us.
Now, you can check out all of these remarkable stories and others in our community throughout the Green Bay area on our website, wearegreenbay.com. Just go to the Community tab and click Remarkable Women. We're back right after this break. Cool.
Thank you.
Welcome back. We are joined by our 4 remarkable women who have gone above and beyond to give back to their communities.
And now Aaron is going to reveal the remarkable woman who will be going to New York City to join in the studio taping of the Mel Robbins Show.
I've enjoyed being with every single one of you. It's been an honor and you've been an inspiration to me. The winner is Kathy Karowski.
Congratulations. We are so happy for you. And Kathy, we've also got a little something special for you tonight. It is a message from Mel Robbins.
Hey, it's Mel Robbins. Kathy, congratulations for being named the winner of Northeast Wisconsin's Remarkable Woman Award. From your work in the classroom to the opportunities you create for other women with Handbags for Hope, you represent all of the women in your area who work tirelessly to make the community better. I'm so happy for you, and I can't wait to meet you at a live taping of the Mel Robbins Show right here on this set in New York City.
And that'll be on March 26th.
And you can watch the show with all the remarkable women throughout the United States Thursday, March 26th.
Have a good evening.